Hello, welcome to Megan Catherin Enlightenment. Nice to have you here with us. I would like to ask the colours, the innate intelligence, the light on high, as I call it, to speak through me. So I'm asking which colour out of my series of colours that I put together as an ex-colour consultant years ago, felt the innate urge, the inspiration, the intuitive call to throw these colours together from these paint samples. So let's see what wants to speak at the moment. What enlightenment guidance are we getting? Is it the brown one or got them both? They both fell out stuck together. And I want them both. Okay, so what do these colours want to share? What do they want me to share? So we'll start with this coral colour, what I call a coral. Okay, so it's classed for me in the red spectrum. Now, this is just my classifications or the way Spirit have classified these things for me. So this colour is coral. It has, maybe someone would call it salmon, I guess. But it is a red colouring, although you might call it pink. It does have that orange-yellow background, but colours never stand alone. We're just talking from the connection we're having with the spirit on high, the lights on high, the information from God source or light source or whatever you wish to call the universal bringings at the moment. So this energy I would put under the red spectrum or the red bandwidth of sovereignty. It's what I term sovereignty. It's very heartfelt because to be sovereign is to be following your heart, to not necessarily be following any others, but to follow your own inner guidance. So that would be the message coming through right now. Tune into your inner guidance and let this energy help you to do that. Let it to shift what isn't helping you right now to really be in a heartfelt space and a heartfelt following of where you're going. So tune into this coral energy, wear it, eat it, buy things in it, put it around to remind yourself, be aware that it is there, have contemplation and allow it to flow from you, through you, get used of your the body, allowing it to come in. Okay, moving on from here, I've got a few things on the back, but the one that really is, well, let's read them all. I've got passing on, moving beyond, clearing, moving in, and clarity. So sovereignty, particularly from this coral color, is about owning your own personal light and saying, this is how I'm going to be. This is who I am. So when you go into more of a pink coloring, it is a very intelligent color for being who you really want to be. Now, we associate it as humans with girls, females, but associating it with that feminine drive within everybody, regardless of what your sexual gender is, etc. Regardless of what it is you are doing, whether it's very action-based and masculine or not, there is this feminine flow, this undercurrent of light that feeds us, nourishes us, fulfills us. And this energy here, this coral color, is wanting to come through. And if you're willing to let it, it will help clarify you. It will help you feel that deeper flow. It will help you to align to the path that you are truly wishing to be on from your heartfelt view, your spirited self. So that you may find then that a few things are tweaked. You don't have interest in certain things, or you turn around and say no to certain things, or you allow a little more development time, a little more blush, let's call it, that time of things to develop before clarity can come through. So moving on from things that are beyond you because they no longer align to you when your heartbeat starts to really feel the coral coming through. Now, every color, every bandwidth will come through as the perfect one for you. It's very individualized. Color is infinite. Light is infinite. We are infinite. And everyone is quite different. So this is why tuning into the color and allowing it to flow through you will make shifts. So passing through you is the important words that are coming here. Allowing it to pass through you. The body can be a little resistant to that, and that's where our brown here comes in. Our nice, earthy brown. This is about grounding that wisdom in. The brown spectrum is the wisdom. So the body wisdom has changed and altered, what I call the body-brain consciousness. Others may call it the ego, but I feel it's deeper than ego. It's deeper than psyche. It is its own intelligence. It takes over and it gets into energetic habits. It gets into energetic ways. So we're looking at allowing this lovely coral energy. And if you're finding it struggling to enter your body, or your body gets resistant to it, it could be itchy, it could be painful, it could be anything. It could distract you, your mind, your body, brain consciousness might go, no, we don't want to sit with this energy. Oh, look, the washing needs doing. Oh, pretty butterflies, right? You'll get distracted. But if you first maybe run the wisdom energy, this nice earthy brown, and allow yourself to ground in, it helps you to walk your space. It helps you to bring you into that space of tuning into the true wisdom rather than what has been built up as a program or a condition that would be part of your body, brain consciousness, taking you away. And sometimes it's very hard to go, oh, but what am I thinking and doing? Why am I doing this? If you start going into the brain to try to do that, you actually are limited. This is very subconscious, unconscious, deep consciousness stuff that is residing in you and also residing in you as space and time. So how can you even contemplate it from a human point of view? It can also be just energy buildups, and it could be a little bit of this here and a little bit of that there. So minuscule that you find it really hard as a clearing, healing, innate intelligence to actually pick it all up yourself. So this energy of wisdom will help bring it together, like with like, or similar with similarity. And then it will be able to, the coral will be able to flow through and take that great bunch out, rather than the coral sifting and searching, looking for a little bit here, a little bit there in your auric field, in your body, in your capacity across multidimensional times. And then it becomes difficult, especially if you still have a lot of split timelines that you haven't yet dealt with. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a timing thing. Sometimes we put what I call a time lock into our auric connection, and we say, I'm not ready for this. I will deal with this, this, and this first. Or it's like, okay, what is the most important requirement? So that comes to the top of the list as far as, I don't want to say contracts, but let's say assignments. And also, sometimes I don't even want to say lessons, but growth. So let your spirit guide you. And so somewhere along the line, you and your team decided to time lock some stuff. Now it's time to unlock that and letting the wisdom energy come through with your sovereignty energy. And it may be to spread the bandwidth. You might feel that this sort of earthy brown, chocolatey brown, milk chocolate brown, making me hungry, that actually isn't enough. For you, you might need a very deep black brown, blue brown. You might need a orangey red brown. You might feel the need for a creamy brown, just that, off sort of ivory cream. Any of those taupey browns, grade browns, that might be the sort of thing to just go, okay, I need a wider sense of the bandwidth of wisdom, the browns. And I'm allowing those colors. You might get a sense of them, but you might just go, okay, whatever I'm needing to help me allow for those little bits and pieces that I can't quite get depthy enough, or brain body doesn't have an awareness enough. It's too minuscule, too separate, too spread. And the sovereignty, once the wisdom brings it together, will then be able to gather. Your body will let it in. Getting very gravelly in my throat and wanting to shake that out. So it is almost like they're showing me that kind of shaking things to the surface. Have you ever done panning for gold? We want to bring the gold to the surface, but we also want to bring those clumps of yuck, that mud, to the surface. Often what's sitting in the sludge at the base is really hard to comprehend, and we want to kind of rattle that stuff up. And so you can feel a little rattled, you can feel distracted, you can feel like you can't get into your spiritual routines, but it most might be too that you need to break up some of the routines you've been doing to allow for something new to come through, whether that's spiritual, whether that's physical, whether it's your routine thinking. Definitely need that, because what is actually deeper down in the sludge that actually energetically and behaviorally affects you, holds us back. Okay, I was just checking in. Is there anything else? I hope this guidance helps you in some way, helps you initiate some thought patterns and contemplations, some ahas, but I would thoroughly recommend running the energies first, allowing what needs to come in to then allow for the inspirational ahas, the recognitions, the, oh, that's what's been happening. Stand in it to understand it, rather than I must understand it before I'll stand in it. That's not how we operate. That's not a healthy way of being. If you're going to really open up to your heart, you have to allow it to happen first. And these energies on high, you innately know them. It's your body-brain consciousness that goes, oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's going to change me. Oh, no, we don't do change. So you will need to ease yourself for some. Some are ready. Yep, give me that deep chocolate brown, give me that coral, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So I hope this is aligning well for you. If you're just coming to it now and it's months old, it's perfect lining once again. Thank you so much for coming to the other side with me and playing around with the light. You are a performer of the light. Let it perform through you. Okay, guys, love you. See you.